Need advice? Taco Bob to the rescue. Time for Ask Taco Bob.
On 101.1 WJRR.
We are Orlando's rock station. Ask LCTB, brought to you by Petty's Meats, State Road 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4. A favorite stop of even the world-renowned Life Coach LCTB. You're in there weekly.
Yeah, I didn't even get to stop by there yet because sorry, I'm just a little flustered.
Well, they don't open until 10.
Well, they open special for me. Usually I go before, but I'm just a little flustered. Just got off a Zoom call in the chopper. It's pretty loud. It's a strange client. Speaking of like meats and stuff, she's a vegan that ironically looks kind of like a pig or a cow. It's crazy. I don't get it. How you doing today, Red?
That's one of your clients you're talking about?
She doesn't know.
I'm doing all right.
Good. So you've been watching you guys got a Florida team in the Little League World Series, don't you?
Yes, our Lake Mary Little Leaguers. I don't know if you're familiar with the suburb of Lake Mary, just to the north of Orlando.
It's right near, it's kind of near Petty's. It's a little north of Petty's.
Next town over.
Yeah, exactly.
One up from Longwood, yeah.
Man, they got some good-looking moms over there, I'll tell you that.
Now, have you been watching the games on ESPN?
Yeah. I'm going for Japan.
Why wouldn't you root for a U.S. team?
The Texas team looks good. I think they'll probably take the whole thing. Hey, questions. If I don't get to them, I print them up, and we'll hit them later. Go Lake Mary All-Stars. You guys kick butt. LC, I'm going on a third date and looking to take her on a hike. Where do you suggest for a good hike? And hikes are very tiring. I'm serious. But I do have a good hike for you. Hike on into the liquor store, get a fine gin, knock off those hiking boots with a few dirty martinis. Now that's a hiking trip, right?
Bypass the literal hiking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're just hiking right on in. LCTB, I own a business and I'm considering a nap time for employees like they do at Google. Your thoughts? Absolutely not, dude. Naps are for weak-minded individuals. I'm serious. You said it yourself. They do it at Google.
Hold on. Hold on. If you listen closely, you can actually hear the sound of thousands of eyeballs rolling so far back in their heads right now. It's making a collective sonic boom.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that's all about.
I don't know. But what do they know over at Google? Serious. I mean, wait. We do actually search a lot of stuff through them for people that don't know much. But they also have cry rooms. You know who those are for? Weak-minded individuals, just like the nappers. What's next? You're going to give them like pastries, let them bring their kids to work, put slides in your office? Hell no. Life Coach. New coworker that's kind of stinky. I'm wondering how to approach this situation. Well, this is a tough one because I don't know the kind of stink they're referring to, if it's like BO or pH, I guess depending on which symptom it is, you know what it is, sir. Either leave deodorant on their desk or, scratch that second one. I don't think you want to leave that on somebody's desk with cameras, in offices. That's a trip to the HR office. Life Coach, this came in last week.
Glad you're able to help out with that listener in need.
I did. Put deodorant on the desk if it's a BO person. If it's a PH, just tell a female coworker to help. Just to intervene. Like, man, I was in the bathroom yesterday and, Trout Trap came to mind. And, I don't know. I'm just looking out for you, Cindy. Life Coach. How do I get my kids to leave the house in the morning on time? They're slower than molasses and push me behind for my drive to work. What gets kids out of the house? Ice cream always works.
On the way to school?
Who cares? You're dropping them off with the teacher. Everybody knows the kid is the teacher's responsibility, not the parents, right? Homework, that's on the teacher. Teachers right now, speaking of that collective eye roll, are doing a collective bird at the radio or their Google device or whatever.
Just winning them over big time this morning, LC.
So what you do? Ice cream always works. It gets the little kids out of the house when they hear the ice cream man, does it not?
Sure.
Exactly. So just get like a built-in freezer in your car and keep a gallon of their favorite ice cream in it. Total motivator.
Maybe ice cream trucks should run before the school bus comes by. Just get on the same route. Just go by earlier.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Ice cream truck drivers, feel free to take that idea and run with it.
No sprinkles on your ice cream in your car, though, because it gets all on the carpet. Kind of like you think goldfish are bad with the toddlers or those McDonald's French fries, that you find like 6 years later. Need your advice. There's a lot of them in here coming through still on the text line. Girlfriend with stepdad, give it time, I'll get to you. Need your advice, life coach. Mom's getting to the age where she needs to start thinking about moving into a retirement community. Money's not really an issue as dad left her with plenty of money when he passed. Sorry about losing your dad. They have several good ones around any towns. You'd probably find one in Longwood and Altamont, Winter Park. The Villages is a very popular and active one. And seeing as Pops is gone, it may be right up her alley. Literally. A side note, they have really good edibles there in the Villages. They're called Gum Me. You just approach an elderly person. The gummy.
Gum job.
Trip. Definitely a trip. Life coach at the auto parts store behind the counter was a gentleman with purple hair and a piercing in his lip. I told him I blew a tranny. He smiled and winked before I could even get out the make and model of my car. I still feel uncomfortable, and he advised to shake it. Yeah, sounds like he wants to change your oil out. And speaking of changes, you may want to change your auto parts store. That's right. Yeah, this one's just a basket of craziness.
What do we got?
How are we doing?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
LC, I have an estranged daughter and am alienated from my grandchildren. What should I do to start reconciliation? Her partner has many narcissistic tendencies. I'd say you skip the whole situation. She's not getting along with you already, unless you go in there with like bug spray, because this is a hornet's nest. Do you kind of see what I'm getting at here, Pat?
Yeah, there's some roads just
meant not to be traveled
that are going to remain blocked.
Yeah, like the trout net. It just, you don't travel certain avenues. Look, you're not going to get along with her because you already don't. You're not going to get along with her partner because you said it. He's a narcissistic dude. And it's just too much work to get to your grandkids. You could just volunteer at like the Boys and Girls Club, and then spoil them and shower them with the gifts that you'd give your grandkids. They're going to be much more appreciative, right?
Suppose, yeah.
And you're helping out a damn good organization.
Oh, well, that's becoming an old softy here.
Uh-huh.
You really are a good guy, LC.
Yeah. Holy cow, there's so many of these.
Why don't you read another one?
I was looking for something to do this weekend. Suggestions? Weekend's still a few days away, but too bad this wasn't a few months ago, man. You could have hit some Juneteenth parades. LC. I got to wrap it up here, I think. I'm getting the signal. LC.
This guy they're literally bringing the old vaudeville hook.
I know. I don't know.
Pull you off stage.
Is that your boss? LC. Is that Donnie? LC. The husband's wanting us to start doing role play. Good idea or not? My advice to you is start off very slow. And also, an important thing with role play, not to judge anybody because you don't know who's into what. Like, for instance, I can't confirm or deny the old life coach may have donned a horse head a few times. Sucker only cost me $10.99 on Amazon. You know the horse head, right? The one that's like this. That and a pair of assless chaps will really get them country gals going.
With the sport coat on him.
Yeah. I go nowhere without the sport coat. All right. I got to get rolling. Come on, Donnie.
He kind of just left in a...
See you next week.
Taco on demand. iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.
This